Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Ananda Leelamaya Vigrahaya Himavadibhyo Savisundaraya Tasmi Mahapremo Rasapradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo. I thank you all, devotees, ladies and gentlemen, who have given me an opportunity to speak something about Lord Hari Krishna. I think all of you have developed some love for Lord Hari and Krishna. Therefore you have come. Otherwise, why have you come?
Je vous remercie tous pour donc être venus et m'avoir donné.
Yeah. Otherwise you have not come, I think. And why? Is my question. I have one question. Why one should develop love for Krishna or Hari? Why? Constitutional position is to love Krishna. Why is that constitutional position? Why not other something constitutional position? You are part of Krishna, eternal part or temporary part. Eternal part, that's all right. Yeah, the eternal part of Krishna. Mummansa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. 15th chapter of Gita, Krishna has said that thing. Jiva is my eternal part, isn't it? And who is Krishna? What is Swarup? How is he? That's another question.
Maybe I will translate a bit. C'est une autre question.
Huh? You understand? And as you are the devotees of Krishna, and you know it, I think. Huh? That your identity. You are eternal servant of Krishna. But my question, who is Krishna? And what is his soul? How is he? Ishvara Paramakrishna Sajidananda Vigraha. Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Brahma Sangita says. Krishna is Parameswara, the Supreme Iswara, Supreme Controller. Parameswara, Ishvara Paramakrishna, Satchit Anandamaya Vigraha. His form, he has a form, he is not formless, he has form, his body. And how is his form or body? Satchit Anandamaya Vigraha. It's full of eternality, full of knowledge and full of ananda, pleasure. Is Krishna. You understand?
No.
So, you, having been his eternal part, you are also Sachidananda. You understand? Sachidananda. But it's minute. You are minute. Soul is minute Sachidananda. So, soul therefore wants Ananda. And Krishna is the source of all Ananda. Pleasure and happiness. You understand? So, this question of eternality, you have eternal part, isn't it? It cannot be, it's not temporary, it's eternal part. And cannot be separated also. It cannot be separated. It's eternal. You understand? And if, as an example, we'll give some material example to have a clear conception, but one thing you should understand, no material example is sufficient to understand Krishna. But we being material, we conditioned souls, and we have all materialistic ideas and conceptions. Therefore, we always Think about that. Think about something material and material considerations. So, to understand this, we sometimes give some material examples. Just to form an idea. As for example, we have this body and we have these parts. Hand is a part, leg is a part, eye is a part, nose, ears, mouth, like this. So many parts we have. And fingers are some parts, some parts. These are all related, tasks are related to this body. As long as, take the example of this finger, as long as this finger is related to this body, the finger is alive. Get some consciousness, pleasure that body gets. But when it is cut off or detached from this body, what is the value of this finger? Similarly, Jiva being the eternal part and parcel of Krishna, and if it will remain eternally attached to Krishna, will get pleasure. Otherwise, cannot get pleasure. But one question is raised. I told some may have some confusion or doubt. Yes, it's quite possible. It's not unnatural. I said, when we are eternally related to Krishna, it cannot be separated. But why we are separated? So this is the question. So, in answer to it is that you being Jiva, minute, is very minute. So you have that minute qualities what Krishna has. What Krishna has. Krishna has all those qualities unlimitedly, completely full. But you have minute qualities. So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that I am supreme. I am supreme in all respect. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Oh, Dhananjaya or Arjuna, there is nobody superior to me. Everybody, everything is subordinate to him. His supreme truth. Haristveka tattvam vidisiva suresha pranamitam. Lord Hari is supreme truth. Vidhi, Brahma, Shiva, Suresha, is Indra, he will be king. They are all his subordinates. Ekal Ishvara Krishna, Shobhritya. Krishna is the only supreme master. All are his servants. So, supreme, Krishna is supreme and supremely independent. So, Jiva has also independence, is minute independence. So this independence is there. And this independence is an asset, a wealth. Karunaya dattam. Krishna has given you this independence out of mercy. Karunaya dattam. So this says, it is like a very valuable asset, like gold or jewel or ratna. Acharyas say like that. It's like that. It's a valuable asset. And this has been given by Krishna out of mercy. So, as you have this independence, so there is two use of this independence. One abuse and another is proper use. So, when you abuse this independence, you become detached. You become forgetful of Krishna. But if you not abuse it, if you can make its proper use, they will never be detached. Never be detached. Therefore, it is your fault or the wrong you have committed that you have abused this independence, which is a valuable asset. Karunaya datam. Therefore, you have been put here in this material world. And and have become conditioned soul, imprisoned by Maya. Another question also arises. Another question arises. One may put this question. If Krishna has not granted this independence, this would have been better. Why he granted such independence to us? So we abuse it. It would have been better if you would have not granted this independence, isn't it?
N'est-ce pas?
So, would that have been better if you would not have been granted this independence? Huh? Huh? Say yes or no?
No.
No. Why no? Why no?
Why not?
Yes?
Because when there is a
That is very deep answer. Nobody can understand it. Those who know some philosophy, they can understand. It's not for one and all. I say this independence is an invaluable asset. You understand?
that's what I said.
Invaluable.
Invaluable?
You can evaluate it.
I thought it was Karunya. No.
Yes. Ka karunayadatam. That of mercy. Huh? If he would not have been granted, this independence, then you should not have been called a jiva. You mind it. This is an object. It's a jiva. It's not jiva. It's nirjiva. Do you understand?
Near Jiva.
It's not jiva.
Yes.
Do you understand? Huh? It's nirjiva. What is say in English?
Non-living.
Non-living, yes. Living and non-living, yes. Entity. Do you understand? It has no independence. But you have independence. You think of, all right, I'll go to the temple, I must listen to Krishna Katha. That is your independence. That's why you come. But this non-living, it has no independence, so it cannot come. You understand? Only Jiva can handle it. But Jiva will carry it from this place to that place, then it is transferred. Otherwise, but such is not case with you. So this is the difference between living and non-living. This independence. So this is the, one can understand it. So this out of mercy, this has been given to us and this is an invaluable asset. And you should be very careful to keep this invaluable asset, otherwise you lose it.
Et on doit être
It will be careless. So then another question is raised. Yes, another question is raised. What care should be taken? And how can we be careful? And how can we keep up this invaluable asset? Lest to lose it. Huh? In material sphere, material field also find, you'll see how a person is very careful to keep his wealth in a secure place. It takes so much, what is the steps of security, isn't it? Security guard is there, iron safe is there, Alsatian dog is there. So many means of security is there. To keep up this material wealth is not eternal, temporary. At any moment it will be destroyed or finished. But when it is invaluable asset, why should not you be careful to keep it up? And what is that care? How? What care should be taken? And also, day after day, some new ways, new means of taking care is being invented, discovered. Persons are developing. Oh, now this latest invention is like that to keep up this. You understand? And people are very eager to adopt the latest one. So, when this question is raised, this question arises to how to keep up in best security this invaluable asset. And who has given them anything latest? That question is
Krishna.
there.
We have to stand the independence of Krishna.
Oh yes, that's a line. But I have to say that here is no question of something latest or something new. Which is eternal, which is ever fresh and new. Yes. Because this is not material. In material field, you'll find something newer, newer, newer. Latest. It has grown old, and this is new. But in this sphere, about Krishna, it is ever new, ever fresh, never grows old. This is the, unique devotee to Krishna. One process of security is there. How you can keep it up. That is the question of love, nothing else. Only by developing love towards Krishna, you can keep it up eternally with the utmost security. And Krishna will never be lost to you, or you will never lose Krishna. So, and this love is, as you say, reciprocal. It's not one-sided. It's reciprocal. That's my first question was that. You have all developed love towards Krishna and Hari. So you have come. That's my first question. And first I began my talk on this topic. So now I go back there. And I had that question, why? Why we should develop love for Krishna? So I quoted that verse from Brahma Samhita. Sachidananda Vigraha. This ananda, this pleasure. This Krishna is the source of all transcendental pleasure, all sorts of pleasure. What is real pleasure? The source of all pleasure, happiness and pleasure. And we, being the soul, his eternal part, we want that pleasure. And that pleasure is, as that pleasure is there in Krishna, so it is with us. So though we have come here, have been abused that independence, still we seek that pleasure here. We seek that pleasure here. Because we are part of that pleasure. We seek that pleasure. But you can't get such pleasure here. There's no question of pleasure here. It's dukhalayam. It's full of misery, full of displeasure, unhappiness. How can you get? And you are seeking that pleasure here, but you cannot find it here. Only you'll find such thing which will put up before you a delusion of the pleasure, like mirrors. It looks like water, but no water. Similarly, here in the material world, the pleasure and happiness that you see or find, it looks like that, but it's not real pleasure and happiness. It's real displeasure and unhappiness. Also, I said this pleasure or this love is reciprocal. You love Krishna and Krishna also loves you. This is not one-sided. In Bhagavad Gita, that Krishna says, Srudam Sarvabhutanam. I am the only well-wishing friend of all living entities. So he comes here. Therefore he comes here. He has no business here. He is always in transcendental plane, Sachidananda platform. Why will come here to this material platform which is quite opposite to Sachidananda platform? Because he is our well-wishing friend and we are his eternal related parts. Related in that sense, we have this loving relationship with him. It's question of love. It's question of love. It's known as Priti Sandhava. Priti Samandha. Nitya Siddha Priti Samandha. We have with Lord Hari or Krishna is eternal loving relationship. So, we develop love, and we should develop love for Krishna, and therefore Krishna also wants that thing. Because this is the question of love and loving affairs. In this material world, I will find lover and beloved. There is no question of love here in this material world. It is perverted. It is a perverted reflection of love which goes on the name of lust. It is lust, it's not love. But lust is presented here like love. It's exactly, it's outwardly same. It's outwardly same. Lust and love outwardly same. It look same outwardly. But it's completely different thing. This Kaviraj Goswami, Srila Kaviraj Goswami in Sri Charitamrita says, he gives an example, is lava and swarna. Swarna means gold. The love is like gold. This lust is iron. Iron and gold. This is the difference between lust and love. But outwardly same. The love, that love or priti, in Sanskrit is a priti. This is a priti or love is the activity of the soul. But the lust is the activity of the body and mind. So, it is soul's activity. The love is soul's activity. But the lust is the body and mind's activity. So, when we chant Hare Krishna, is the name of Krishna, this chanting of Hare Krishna, the name of Krishna is not different from Krishna. So this is soul's activity. It's not the activity of body and mind. So in other words, we may say, a conditioned soul who is in bodily platform, he cannot chant Hare Krishna. Because chanting of Hare Krishna is the soul's activity. Unless you are in that platform, how can you chant Hare Krishna and get that pleasure, that love? This is reciprocal. That means Krishna is, I say. Yes, let me speak another way. You cannot understand. Something very difficult, deep thing. I have entered into a deep thing in course of my time. Anyhow, in this material sphere also, when you develop some loving businesses, though it's based on lust, you are always thinking of him. The lover is thinking of the beloved is thinking of the lover. And the lover also likes to speak about the beloved also likes to speak about the lover. Thinks of him and talks about him and likes to hear about him. Because it's a question of love affair. And it's temporary, it's lost. Its outcome is misery. So when we speak about something eternal thing and eternal love, pure love, no question of lust at all, then how pleasing it is, you may think of it or imagine. Therefore, we develop love towards Krishna and Hari, and we get pleasure to speak about him, get pleasure to hear about him, get pleasure to think about. Kirtaniya sada Hari. Therefore, Acharyas have said. Therefore, Lord Hari is always Kirtaniya, always to be chanted, because this is a loving affair. Can you understand? I think it may be easy for you. So, when this question of love is there, we are always anxious. Who will come and speak about my beloved, my lover? My heart is crying to hear about him, to listen to him, isn't it? And as for example, you see, when there was separation, you see, Krishna went to Mathura, leaving Brajbhumi. Akrura came, took away Krishna to Mathura. Krishna left. So all gopis and gopas, cowherd men, boys, and cowherd girls and women, they felt so much acute pang of separation from Krishna. Because Krishna is their heart and soul. Do you understand? They are the last limit. If there will be some limit to this love, so they are the last limit of love of Krishna. How they develop love for Krishna. These gopas and they felt acute pangs of separation from Krishna, you see. And Krishna gave them solace. I'll come back very soon. Don't be worried. I'll come back very soon. Just I am going for some business. I'll finish that business. Very soon I'll come back. Understand? Give them some solace. But gopis and gopas are thinking of Krishna and not Krishna is thinking of them. No, Krishna is also thinking of them. You understand? Krishna is also thinking of them. As gopas and gopis, cowherd boys and cowherd girls are thinking of Krishna, so Krishna is also thinking of them. Krishna is also feels the pangs of separation from them. This is reciprocal. This is question of pure love. Pure love. So Krishna sends his message of love through Uddhava. Gatsodhava Brajabhumi. Uddhava, you go to that Brajabhumi and take this message of love from me and give it to them, deliver it to them. Similarly, the gopis also, they are sending their love, message of love through Hansa Duta. They are sending the Hansa swan as Duta. And Krishna is sending his message of love through Uddhava as Duta. So this is reciprocal. Rupa Goswami has written two kavyas, Uddhava Sandesh and Hansa Duta. Because Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari. You understand? Is a girl companion of Radharani who knows all these things. And Srimad Mahaprabhu has empowered Rupa Goswami to write all these books basing on this love. So he has written these two things, Uddhava Sandesh and Hansa Duta. Dutas, messengers, they carry the message. And this is the message of love, Priti Sandesh, nothing else. This is question of love. When you speak about Krishna, of soul, it is all based on that love, nothing else, not lust at all. So when Uddhava came to Brajbhumi, all gopis rushed, ran. Oh, what is the message? What is the message about? They rushed, you see. Because they were love for Krishna. They were like, this is what. Similarly, if you have some love, and I hope you should develop such love, pure love towards Krishna, as gopis have developed. And you should develop such greed for it, and you must rush, like gopis rushed. If some person has come to speak about Krishna and get that loving message, and you should understand one thing. You are conditioned souls, minor souls, you have abused that independence and forgotten Krishna. But Krishna has never forgotten you. Krishna has never forgotten you. He loves you so much. He loves you so much. And he wants that you develop such love towards him. You surpass him. You surpass Krishna. Krishna wants that thing. Thereby, you will be able to bind Krishna. Bind. So, in Bhagavad Gita, 5,000 years ago, Krishna gave his most confidential, you see, confidential, more confidential, most confidential message he gave. Man mana bhava mad bhakta, matcha ji mang namaskar, mang avisyasi, satyam te pratijani priyosim, sarvadharman paritejya, mamekam saranam braja, antasya pape vimukhisya, ma suja. This is his most confidential message to you. Think of me, Manmana Bhavo. Think of me. Every movement. Don't miss a movement. That means keep me in your mind. I tell. If you have developed some love towards somebody here, some lover and beloved, you are always thinking of him or her. And you like to speak about him or her. And you like to hear about him or her. Isn't it? And Krishna says that thing. Manmana bhava. Keep me in your mind. Don't forget me even for a moment. How can you do it? Unless you develop love for Krishna. Impossible. So this is his loving message to you, you see. This is his loving message to you. It's pretty Sandesh. In Bhagavad Gita, he has given to you. You understand? And this love is reciprocal. It's not one-sided, isn't it? So, though he wound up his leela, everything, like spider, winds up this, what is that? Web. He wound up everything. Went back to his abode. Still, he cannot forget. Because this is a love, loving affair. It cannot be forgotten, you see. Cannot be forgotten. You understand? But you have forgotten. Ungrateful wretches. You not developed such love, so you forget. But Krishna never forgets. You understand? So he thinks of that. Oh, I gave everything, spoke everything. I gave most confidential message, my loving message, through Arjuna. I gave to whole humanity. All humanity. But how many can understand this thing? How many can really realize this thing, assimilate this thing, and cultivate it in their life? If they can't do that, will get it. Otherwise, it's not possible. But it's called Yuga. Most sinful age. And people, the all human beings, this Kali Yuga, they're all engaged in all sinful activities and eating stool. Most abominable things. And they know only their body, nothing else. Can they understand this thing? Well, I have only spoken, theoretically spoken. I have not practically demonstrated. So this saying is there. Example is better than precept. So I have to go again. And demonstrate the practical example, how to develop love. How to surrender. Unless you love, develop, you cannot surrender. This process of surrendering is based upon love. The most important thing. And your surrender is only, I'd say, external. It's only external. It's not real. It's not real. It's only external. Only external. Only cheating. It's only cheating. External means cheating. It's not internal thing. You only external speak from your lips, not from your heart. I must go again and teach this. How one should, the jiva should surrender and develop such love. So he came, go around, see how he's laughing. Pleasing laugh! Pleasing laugh, you see. You look at it. Blooming in love. It's blooming. So he came. I sang that song. প্রভু তুমি জীবের মঙ্গল চিন্তা করি কলি যুগে নাম সঙ্গে স্বয়ং thinking the all welfare, mangal of the all jivic, forgetful souls in Kali Yuga, you advented yourself in the form of your name. With your holy name, you yourself advented. You understand? Mahaprabhu. Okay. This is question of love. You understand? And he is Krishna himself, isn't it? He is himself Krishna. But he came as Bhakta. Bhakta bhavangi kori hoila avatirna. You understand? Because to teach yourself, teach the jivas, teach you how to cultivate bhakti, develop bhakti, that means surrender. He himself practically demonstrated. Practically demonstrated. You understand? And this question, as what I say, as the gopis, as the Radharani, as soon as Radharani and gopis, when they feel acute pang, separation, what do? Chant this holy name. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Tava kathamratam tapta jivanam kavibheditam karmasapaham sravana mangalam srimadatam bhavigunantiti vridadana. 10th canto. Oh, Krishna, your nectarian katha, nectarian message, your nectarian name chanting, it gives solace to this burning heart. This burning heart is burning by this fire, pangs of separation. So they chant, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
An attempt for translation now.
গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর হরি হরি বলিতে নয়ন বহে. Because it's embodiment of love, static love is Gauranga. If you utter the name of Gauranga, your whole body will be chanted and chanted with that love. Your hairs and body will be erected. Pulaka Sarira. Hari. Because by chanting name of Hari, he sheds tear. He sheds tear. Hari Hari bolite nayan bhai. Is Hari himself chanting the name. This practical is demonstrating how you should chant, how you should develop love, and how you should surrender. It's practical demonstration. This is the only means, a process of security. You understand? This love. The only process of security. You understand? That I speak about that security. How can you keep it up and you never lose? This is the security. That Mahaprabhu and his followers, Gour Priyajam, they have taught this thing. This is the way of security. So this is Mahaprabhu's instruction to you. I'll see and conclude. Finish. Bala Krishna bhaja Krishna, ga Krishna nama, bolo Krishna. Krishna vino keho kichu na bhaviyo ana. Krishna যদি আমা প্রতি স্নেহ থাকে সবাকার, যদি আমা প্রতি স্নেহ থাকে সবাকার, তবে কৃষ্ণ ব্যতিরিক্ত না গাইবে আর, তবে কি শয়নে কি ভোজনে কি বা জাগরণে, কি অহর্নিশ চিন্তা কৃষ্ণ বল বদনে। This is Mahaprabhu's instruction. This is all based on pure love. Otherwise you cannot follow this. Yes, he says, Krishna minu keho kichu na bhavivan. Don't think of anything else than Krishna. Manmana bhava, what Krishna has said. Jodi ama prati sneha. If you really have love for me, if you really have love for me, affection for me, so I tell you this thing. Krishna vyatirikta na gaibe. Don't chant anything else than Krishna. But really have affection for me. You understand? Ki soyane, ki bhojane, ki jagane. All states. Sleeping state, dreaming state, waking state. When you are eating, taking food, ahornisha 24 hours. Balo bodhane. Krishna.